I wake up and someone's brushing on my butt. You know, wax on, wax off, like brushing on my ass.
Don't play with me. I just want a roughneck nigga on the tongue. You just want to send me automatic with a drop.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome, and my name is Venus Raps. Please don't leave before you like, comment, and you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to get my follower count up. If you're a returning subby, welcome back, baby. You know the life. As you can see by the title on this video, today I'm doing a story time about the time I woke up with a sword in my face. Well, not physically in my face, but like in my face. So before we even get to the story, I'm gonna take a sip. I'm having a Singapore sling. So this story happened in 2020. It was literally the beginning of the pandemic. It was the day before lockdown, like the night before lockdown. And so during the day, this guy that we were talking, the pandemic is starting. At the time, I was working at a call center in Bram, and we had just been told like, okay, you guys need to not come to work for a second. Just for a couple of weeks, we'll figure it out, we'll see what happens, but you're still gonna be paid. I was like, I loved it. I had a lot of time on my hands. So what happens is that this broer, he texts me, he's like, hey, I'm having like a little get together at my house tonight. Would you be able to like pull up? Now, me and this guy had gone, I think, to a lunch. Oh yes, we had met on Tinder. It was during my Tinder days. So me and this guy had met on Tinder, and he had taken me on a date, and it was just like, I don't know, man, there wasn't like a romantic spark. And so I was just like, I'm a friend zone him. And I did. He texts me, he says, hey, listen, I'm having a mini get together there by my house. Would you be keen to pull up? I'm like, sure. He's like, I'll order you an Uber. So obviously, as a honey, when you leave your house and you're going to a place that you don't know with people who are potentially strangers, or rather just like acquaintances, it's not anyone that you've known for like years or anything. So I made sure I had some cash in my bag. The drive was super long, and I got there, and key. It's looking like a vibe, child. Like, it's looking like it's Bri vibes, you know? And there's like a bunch of girls there, there's a bunch of guys there. It's like, it's balanced. And so I get time to talk to the girlies, I get time to talk to the boys. Like, I have some food, I have a bit to drink, calm. And then now it's around 2. Yeah, I think it was around 2. I could feel that I was lit. And so I say to this broer, listen, I'm gonna have to skedaddle. I got to go. He's like, calm, let me request for you. He goes onto his Uber, tries to request. Now, literally at midnight was the start of lockdown. Okay, it's 2 a.m. I can't find a single goddamn Uber because lockdown has started. Lockdown has started. He can't find any Ubers. I'm like, because also now I'm lit. As soon as I get lit, I'm like a bit more heightened around people, men specifically, largely because I don't want none of that weird shit. Obviously, I'm getting a bit heightened. I'm like, this nigga don't want me to leave. Let me request my own Uber. I go onto my Uber, there are no Ubers. I go onto Bolt, there are no Bolts. I go onto InDriver, there are no InDrivers. I said, okay, it's looking a bit suspicious. So I say to him, are any of your friends going towards town? So I go ask them, like, hey guys, is anyone going towards town, towards CBD, towards the south? Turns out all the girlies that are there with their boyfriends. All the boyfriends live in that estate. Now I'm stressed, I'm panicking, it's tense. So he goes, you can sleep in my bed, I'll take the couch. Like, I'll just drop you off in the morning. Like, calm. We continue drinking because obviously nobody's gonna be pushing up on Ugeli. Rides. About 3, everyone starts leaving. Yeah, about 2:30. I want to say like 2 to 3, everyone was leaving. So I'm like, yo, thank you so much for letting me sleep here. I'ma go sleep. So I go sleep. So after everyone leaves, he shows me where I'm gonna sleep. And the lights are on. So in my head, when the lights go off, there's still gonna be lighting coming in through the windows, right? Wrong. Wrong. When the lights went off, that place was fucking pitch black. I was shaking in my boots, girl, but I needed to sleep, so I was gonna sleep. So I slept. I'm getting bit ninja. Like an hour into my sleep, how? I feel the bed like move a bit. I wake up, I look, and this guy has moved from downstairs and come to sleep in the bed. So in my head, I'm like, damn, that couch must have been like rocking him. Like maybe he tried sleeping for an hour and he just couldn't, so naturally he came to his bed. For the fact that sharp, it's all good. I go back to sleep. A few minutes later, I wake up and someone's brushing on my butt. You know, wax on, wax off, like brushing on my ass. And I wake up and I take his hand and I throw it. I sleep again. Brushing begins again. I take his hand, throw it. Sleep again. Brushing begins again. Third time I'm like, payla. How? He leaves me alone. Turns over, goes to sleep. I go to sleep too. And when I give like I'm sleeping like you know when you lit, nah? And you passed the fuck out, because I had been getting disturbed this entire time from sleeping. So mind you, I had put my phone under my pillow. That's how I used to sleep a lot of the time. I used to put my phone under the pillow. So I had put my phone under the pillow as I normally do. I see like a figure, kind of, because I'm on, so let's say this is the bed and I'm sleeping, my head is this side, I'm sleeping here, he's sleeping this side, right? I'm sleeping like this. I open my eyes without moving, yeah, and for some reason I could feel that something snacks was going on. I open my eyes without moving, yeah, and I look up. There's like a shadow, a figure standing over me. A big ass shadow standing over me. This room is already dark, but I can feel there's like a thing that's standing over me. And obviously, because I can't see clearly, I then just decided, let me reach for my phone slowly and need a flashlight. I think about it, I'm like, okay, if this was a flashlight, scroll it up, because I still had my iPhone 6 now. Number one, phone, scroll up, turn on the flashlight. By the time you turn on any flashlight, I tell myself, okay, my screen brightness is bright enough. If at least I can catch a glimpse of whatever the fuck it is, I'll know. So I reach for my phone like this, yeah, and then I keep it in position, yeah. I turn it and then I press, you know that button on the side? I press that button on the side, it lights up. I see who's standing over me. The guy who's supposed to be sleeping here, he's standing over me. Why are you here? I see, tring, you see this chain? When it does this, you can see, right? It reflects light back to the camera, you see it. So I see that, but like bigger. And I sit up and now I say flashlight. Tell me why this nigga picks up, you know the thing that you use to close a sword? He picks it up from the floor, closes the sword, walks to his wardrobe, puts the sword in the wardrobe, gets in the bed, sleeps, snores, all within like 5 seconds. I said, he's gaslighting me. He's gaslighting me. Naturally, I'm freaked out. Because why are you standing over me with a sword in your hand in this dark ass apartment? Now, I look at him, because I'm like, sorry, what was that about? Why were you standing over me while I'm sleeping? What was that about? That's weird. He doesn't say anything. I shake him a bit. Hey, what was that about? He doesn't say anything. I'm like, can I please go home? He doesn't say anything. I'm like, okay, I'm requesting to go home. Can you open for me? I need to leave. He doesn't say anything. I'm like, listen, I'm leaving. Ne? As I'm about to turn and like get off the bed, this nigga gets up. This nigga gets up, pushes me. Now I'm lying back down. And then he like, I want to say like kneels over me, and not like kneeling, but like he's on all fours, but like over me. Like his face is here. And he's just breathing insane, like breathing heavy and growling. Like my brain couldn't process what was going on. I started crying. I started hailing. Because, okay, fine, I don't want to sleep with you. Do you have to like freak me out? What is all this behavior? So then he's growling, he's like on me. It's like, just like his hands are here and he has his face like close to mine. Like, oh my God. I start crying. After that, he just like gets off, goes back to sleep. I'm like, hey, yo, I need to get the fuck out of here. So I hop off the bed. Now I'm like I'm shaking. Yeah, I'm shaking. Grab my shoes, run into the bathroom. As soon as I run into the bathroom, I close it behind me and I lock. And then it sinks in that this nigga could be right outside this door waiting on me with a sword. Waiting like this. with a katana just to and I laugh now, but at the time, yo, Bandla, the girl was wishing I was going through it all, Sana. It sinks in that as soon as I hop out this bathroom, I used to have a manager called Steezy. You guys heard about him in the last story time. He's the guy who ended up fighting the guy who bit me. Well, who was almost fighting the guy who was biting me. Né? One thing about Steezy, he was always up early. I knew Steezy was awake, right? So I sent Steezy a text. I'm like, hey, I'm at a place with some nigga and he's moving weird. So I'm gonna send you my location, my live location for the next 8 hours. If you don't hear from me by 8, please do something. He's like, hey, yo, where you at? What's going on? You know? I'm like, don't worry, I've requested an Uber and the only way out of here is for me to go out this door where he is. But if something happens to me, please call the cops. So, there's no other way. I just opened the door. So I'm looking around. I'm looking around. Oh, he's not here. Running away. How? I find him in the kitchen. He's like making himself a coffee. You stupid motherfucker. You almost killed me. You are making coffee. Like everything is fine. How dare you? I don't say a fucking word. I look at the sliding door and I walk straight to it. I'm power walking, baby. I'm moving like Karen on fucking Linden. Yeah. Because like it's an estate, so there's a gate to his house. The gate is locked. I go back to him. I'm like, hey, could you please open the door for me? My Uber's here. The worst part is that obviously with an estate, if anyone is to come into your estate, you need to have a code. And so obviously my Uber driver did not have a code because so guy can't come fetch me from the exact like house. He's at the gate. So I need to get to the gate in order to feel safe. I'm like, yo, my Uber driver's at the gate. Please come open for me. He's like, okay, just give me a second. Guys, like I've seen people have coffee before. I've seen people say, yeah, Ish, let me go get dressed quickly. But it doesn't take 15 whole minutes. Whole time, like guys, I'm shaking like a leaf. My Uber driver cancels. I try ordering another one. He cancels as well once he gets to the gate, and like he cancels as well. And then on the third one, guy comes downstairs. The Uber driver's already there. He opens his door, and then he goes and he opens the door to a garage. He says to me, yeah, cancel your Uber. I'm gonna drive you. I'm like, no, I want to Uber myself. He's like, nah, it's calm. Let me drive you. Like Vula Corner is Lomnyango garage. The thingy isn't open. So I can't run out and then run out that way. The gate is also locked. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll get in this car, and then as soon as he stops, I'm gonna hop out and run. Yes, I'm finding his seatbelt. Every single movement he's making, I'm just like, and then I look on my phone, my Uber driver's cancelled. The third one has cancelled as well. Like, okay, even if I were to get out of the car, I would need to request first. Yeah, so that I'm hopping out this car and I'm hopping into another car so that he can't get me. But now this Uber driver's already cancelled. All time, I'm thinking, this guy is taking me to a secondary location where they're definitely gonna kill me. Eventually, I just surrendered to it. I'm like, you know what, if he kills me, then he's never gonna know peace, and at least Steezy's gonna call the cops. Now, next thing, I see my ends. Could it be? Could I really make it out of the situation alive? He has my ID. Why? Because I had sent it to him yesterday when he was requesting for me. I figure, and he stops his car in front of my house. Guys, I just opened the door and I ran. Luckily, I was living on the first floor. I ran up the stairs and I remember like closing the door, locking, and like turning around and putting my back against the door. and just like breathing for a second. If you enjoyed this story, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Please make sure you don't leave before you subscribe, and comment down below what you would do if you woke up and there was a sword. There was someone towering over you holding a sword. What would you do? And also, comment your craziest stories. What's the weirdest thing that's happened to you? Like the most unexplainable, inexplicable thing that's ever happened to you, that till this day when you tell people, they just can't believe it because you also can't explain it. But yeah guys, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching till this part. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.